Hello everyone, welcome back to more Magic the Gathering Arena playing Quick Draft Midnight Hunt. I know they're doing like Chromatic Cube draft, which looks interesting, but the problem like I'd love to play, as I've talked about before, a Quick Draft Cube where I have time to like look up like what the cards even are, to read all the text. There's just so many cards I don't know. Playing Cube in the short time increments you get to evaluate cards, it's hard enough for me to like figure out what the themes even are, what cards are good. So anyway, I don't know. I'll just watch Cube on YouTube instead. So we're offered Triskaidekaphobe file. Wait, is Triskaidekaphobe a thing in a different set? Triska... Oh, did I spell it wrong? Triska... Okay. Triskaidekaphobia is a card from some other set completely. Shatters over Innistrad? When the heck was that published? I don't know. But okay, no. Triskaidekaphile is the only at all recent one. 2 mana, 1/3. You have no maximum hand size. If you have 13 cards in your hand, you win the game. Okay, so this is a 2 mana, 1/3 with a draw a card ability. All the rest of the stuff does not apply to limit it. In any realistic sense. It's probably okay, right? It's a draw engine if it sticks. Slow, but that's sort of what blue often would want to do, so sure. Dissipate is fine, a decent counter spell. Vengeful Strangler I think is not that great. It's just like a removal that you don't get to aim. If you're very lucky, it can 2-for-1 if they just like have only stuff that this actually trades for. Play with Fire, 1 mana. I mean, it's a shock that also scries if you use it for face damage. So, I mean, shock is great. Play with Fire should also be great, but like a little better. Sea Zombie's okay. Don't really want an Elementalist. So I think it's down to like the blue cards or Play with Fire, and I suspect it'll be Play with Fire if I look it up. Well, it could be Triskaideka. Yeah, Triskaidekaphile is ranked 109th. It says it's fine. Play with Fire is ranked 95th, a little bit better, and Dissipate quite a bit worse. So okay, as I predicted, Play with Fire is the best. It's fairly close. Overwhelmed Archivist. 3 mana, 3/2. Loots when it enters and disturbs to be a 2/1 that loots when it attacks. 2/1 flyer that loots when it attacks. Is that good? It's probably good, right? It must be good. I don't know that it's necessarily insane, but definitely good. How about Arcane Infusion? 2 mana. And you try to draw an instant or sorcery, but you might whiff. I mean, that's pretty dangerous. You need a very red-blue deck for this to be good. Yes, it has flashback, so like, if you like casting spells specifically, then not only will your deck have plenty of hits for this, but you'll also be happy to cast this for whatever, maybe it does damage when you cast a spell or whatever. But I do not think we're picking this early. I bet it is not rated very highly, right? Arcane yep, rated not that good. Join the Dance? Nah. Cathar Commando? Nah. I mean, Devious Cover-Up is alright. Bird Admirer, I think, is playable. What's the deal with this Perforator? It's a 2 mana, 2/1. Does face damage when it attacks. Probably fine. Burn the Accursed, I think, is actually fairly good, right? I mean, I don't know. It's pretty expensive for what it does. But it activates the stuff that cares about your opponents taking damage and so on. I think we're probably, I think it's like Archivist, Burn the Accursed, or Falcon Wrath Perforator are the ones that I'm like going to look up here. I guess Devious Cover-Up is worth looking at, but I don't think it's that good. Yeah, it's not. Perforator is also not that great. It says Archivist. It says it's great. Okay. I knew it was good. I wasn't sure how good. So there you go. It says it's great. Burn the Accursed. It says it's fine. Even good. We'll take the Archivist, and I don't know. Maybe we'll be playing red-blue? Question mark? We'll see. Not committing yet. What are you? Nebelgast Intruder. 3 mana, 2/1. Flash Flyer. That's also a combat trick. Okay, seems sort of whatever. This Sprout is a big nuisance. It just kind of grows out of control, but if they have some hard removal, then it's just gone. And it takes a while to get there. Hungry for More is okay. Mob is okay in some decks. Evolving Wilds is never awful. Silver Bolt, never awful. But I'm pretty sure we're supposed to take the Sprout here. It says the Sprout is just like fine. Solid playable. Silver Bolt is slightly worse. What about the Intruder? Fair bit better, it says. Okay. Well, you know best, I'm sure. And I think Hungry for More is not that great. Hungry, yeah, it's okay. And Evolving Wilds, also it sort of likes, although that's not really a first pick decision. It's like, are you trying to run a bunch of colors or not? So okay, I thought it would be Sprout here. But apparently Nebelgast Intruder is good. It can 2-for-1, right? That's kind of an advantage. I guess that's why you like this, because it's a combat trick, and if the combat trick works, I guess you get 3-for-1, right? If your opponent attacks into you expecting to like kill your creature, and you give a combat trick that kills theirs but leaves yours alive, I guess that can't happen because it's not like... It doesn't affect whether their creature dies, only whether yours does. So best case at 2-for-1s. Not true. I guess. You could flash this in, shrink their thing, and then use it as a blocker. But that's still just like 2-for-1, I think. So anyway, I don't know. We'll take the Intruder. It's not like, I'm sure it's fine in red-blue. It looks like it wants to be blue-white a little bit more because it's, a flying spirit. But it's just fine. It's not specifically disturb or anything. Now, Kessig Naturalist is fine. I mean, I think it's pretty good. Fading Hope, I know, is an insane tempo play in Constructed. I'm pretty sure you can put it into the red-blue deck and be happy with it. I don't think it'll be rated that high. Yeah, it says it's fine. But if we're going to be playing red-blue, I think this is a great card to have. So is Electric Revelation, or even Festival Crasher. But we hope to... We expect to hit some more copies of these, whereas there might not be a lot of Fading Hopes going around, right? It's an uncommon. And it just buys you so much tempo. You have to have a deck that's ready to use that tempo. Oh, speaking of... Oh my god, these two are in the same pack. Arcane Infusion, we looked at it a while ago, and I said, well, maybe if we end up in red-blue. And then I took, my first blue card or something. I would now be reasonably happy to take it, because we seem to be going that direction. But Thermo Alchemist, obviously way better. Secrets of the Key, also fine. Electric Revelation is okay. Even Ardent Elementalist I wouldn't mind at this point. But I'm thrilled to take an Alchemist. Consider? I mean, sure. It's a cheap spell that cycles and scries. Well, surveils. More Fading Hope? Oh, I'm probably supposed to take the Phantom Carriage, right? I mean, it's not really synergistic with the red-blue deck, but I think it's pretty good. I mean, we do need, we need a lot of early tempo. So maybe I'm supposed to be taking the Festival Crasher or the Fading Hope. I'm sure if I look, Carriage, it says is pretty good. But only a little better than Festival Crasher. And I think in our deck right now, Festival Crasher is way, way better. There's just way more going... I mean, we have, a lot of reasons to want something like this, right? Fading Hope, also okay. But I think one and a Consider and Play with Fire, we might be overdoing it a little bit on the spells. Give me some more spell synergies. That said, I'll happily take another consider, I guess. It's not even that good in limited. It's fine. It actually says it is like it is of the cards in the above average section. It is the worst, but it's in the above average section, and that even is of course above like solid playables. I'm happy to take another Festival Crasher. Devious Cover Up. Who knows if we're playing it, but yeah, I think Red Blue is looking great. Evolving Wilds. I don't know if we run it, but you know something. I forget if I've talked about this before, but something I realized about Evolving Wilds at some point and then forgot is like, okay, should you run Evolving Wilds in a 2-color deck? It sort of seems like usually you don't have color problems, and this is kind of acting like a tap land of either color, right? Generally speaking, you don't want tap lands of a single color. This is a tap land of a single color, but you get to pick which color. Okay, fine. But if you don't think you're going to have color problems, of course you should just run mountains and islands, right? Well, the difference is, of course, that every fetch land like this thins out your deck of lands so that, like, after you draw this, you hit fewer lands in the future. And so you can, you know, you draw this at a time when you want a land, and then later you want fewer lands because you already have some. And so this makes it easier for you to get fewer lands, right? So I'm pretty sure we should run Evolving Wilds. Just a thought. Something I've thought of before and then forgot. Anyway, Electric Revelation. It's whatever, I guess. Pretty sure we don't want another, but I'm... Hello? What the hell? How dare you advertise to me? Turn off all notifications. It was like, hey, do you want to sell... Do you want to trade your computer in? You've had it for a while. I was like, no. What the hell is wrong with you? I bought this computer to last until the apocalypse. It probably won't because I'm a bad computer owner. Anyway, I certainly don't want a jack-o'-lantern, right? Pay a mana to play it, and then another mana to exile something from from presumably their graveyard, and then draw a card. So it does kind of hate against disturbed decks, but like in a deck that's trying to play a bunch of spells, some cycling draw would not be so bad. Maybe I would run 2 of these. Probably not, and so I was thinking maybe take Jack-o'-lantern just because I don't want 2 Electric Revelations, but who knows, maybe I would. Now, Arlen, huh? I mean, Arlen is a pretty strong card. But really, is it good in our deck? It likes, you know, on the day side, it likes creature spells, but it can also just make creatures itself. And then on the night side, it's, you know, 5/5 trample indestructible haste is amazing. Can we make it night often? I think so. Like, a lot of our stuff is instants, right? So we can make it night for opponent's turn, and then they have to cast 2 spells to make it day for us. So that could be a thing. But what about Purifying Dragon? 5 mana, 4/3 flyer that pings creatures, especially zombies. Pretty good. Oh, Ominous Roost. I didn't even look at this card. I thought it was green for some reason. So it's 3 mana enchantment. When you... It makes a 1/1 bird flyer. And then every time you cast a spell from your graveyard, which so far is only Electric Revelations, I think. Well, okay, Disturb cards as well, but we're not going to have that many of either of those. Then it makes another bird. I think this is too slow. It wants to go in the blue-green deck where you have lots of flashback. I mean, it could be playable, but it's not incredible or anything. I'd rather have either of these red cards, I think. Anything else I should be looking at? Brimstone Vandal's okay. So just how good is Arlen? Very, very good. Okay, we can splash green for this. That's no problem, I think. Like I said, doesn't fit in the deck, but it is just good, and we should be able to get some value out of it. Even in the worst case, it just makes, you know, it's 4 mana, make two 2/2s and then still threatens to do other stuff.
I fight for everyone who fears the encroaching night.
Okay, thanks for that heads up. Oh, Graveyard Trespasser. Isn't this bananas? 3 mana, when enters the battlefield or attacks, exile. So this is like. I don't think it's that insane, right? I mean, it's good. If I look it up, Trespasser, it does say it's very good. What the hell are you? No thanks. I mean, I don't know. No thanks. I'm not worth splashing for, I'm sure. Secrets of the Key is fine. Silverbolt is fine. The only card here I really want is this black dude. I don't imagine we're going to want to splash for black and green, but maybe. Who knows? And this is too good a card to pass up. I'll see what I can do about it. Let's put these guys over to the side, maybe. In the maybe pile. The think about it pile. Another Archivist is great. Corpse Cobble, not really. Revenge of the Drowned, like buries a thing and you get a thing. Yeah, I mean, sure. I think Archivist is just a nice solid creature. We do need a few creatures. Did I already take a cover up? I did. Oh, Locked in the Cemetery. So it's a removal spell, kind of. You know, soft removal. But it needs you to have a lot of cards in your graveyard to be like at it to be actually a good card. It's just like pretty weak if you don't have that. Sometimes it's okay, right? It's like Bubble Snare. You need to pay the kicker for Bubble Snare, but if they've already attacked, it's quite nice. I mean, I think with stuff like Consider and all these cheap spells, I think we could probably get Locked in the Cemetery to go off. Or, actually, what about the Observer? It's ramp for instants and sorceries? I think it's probably a trap. But it's not like this is all that either, really. And I do need some more creatures, something I can play a little more proactively. I'll take it. No. Flip the Switch is fine. Everything else sucks. Festival Crashers look alright. There's another Roost. We have another one of those in like 3 more picks, assuming it wheels, right? I mean, I just don't have that many ways to cast stuff from my graveyard. So it's like a 3-mana 1/1 flyer most of the time. I'm pretty sure we just take another Festival Crasher. Five mana 3/3 flash flyer, nah. Another Observer, okay. I have no idea what I'm cutting. Clearly I'm not running all of these cards, but I don't know what yet I'm not running. Shipwreck Sifters? I mean, no, right? This is pretty horrible. We don't have nearly enough Spirit or Disturb cards. So I think Silver Bolt or Startle? Probably Startle. Yeah, of course. A larger zombie. It's a great card. I don't think I'm going to have that many creatures. So I'll just sideboard this. Secrets of the Key should be just fine. Oh, the other Roost is gone, by the way. Someone did take it. I mean, Corpse Cobble is still not good. think a silver bolt's all right. Another cover-up. I can't imagine we're running them both. Raise the Effigy should be awful. Oh, Malevolent Hermit. We love Malevolent Hermit. Another Roost. Still don't really have many activators for that. Farmer. Helps a little bit with your color fixing, but, you know, I'm not going to have a lot of green to use it on. To even cast it to begin with. So, Malevolent Hermit for sure. Yeah, it's just a 2-mana creature you put out as like a proactive counterspell. And then when it goes off, you get another creature back that's even more annoying. Well, I don't know. I mean, obviously, like, non-creature spells you control can't be countered. Like, that doesn't really do that much most of the time in Limited. Nobody's running a lot of counter spells, but it's a 2/2 flyer. And Malevolent Hermit is, you know, a perfectly good first half of that. More Secrets of the Key? Wait, what is the Spell Rune Painter? 3 mana, 2/3. When you cast an instant, oh, it's got prowess. Oh, but at night it's even better. I think we have to take this, right? Our 3-drop slot is fine. It's not like dying for more creatures, but this is a creature that's great for the deck. Scab Wrangler. I just don't have that many creatures. I don't think this is that good, even though it's a great card. Flame Channeler. When a spell you control deals damage. Okay, what do we have that deals damage? Like, not that many, right? We have Play with Fire. So just Play with Fire. So this is not going to be good. I mean, it's a 2-mana 2/2, which is not awful, but I don't think I need one. Yeah, Burn the Accursed looks like the pick here. Not that I'm happy about it. I think I can cut the cover-ups. Just having like a cheaper counterspell in Flip the Switch, I think, is more interesting. Well, we'll see. What are you? You're just like a creature that turns into a flyer. You're kind of nothing. You're nothing. These all suck. Okay. Well, then I'll take an uncommon I don't already have a bunch of in my collection. Not that I ever play Constructed. I mean, Otherworldly Gaze? Not awful. But I think an Evolving Wild is way better. I mean, do we want a third Consider? It seems like a bit much. How much, like, spell casting synergy do we actually have? We have a fair bit, right? We have, like, the 3 Festival Crashers, the Thermo Alchemist, the Observer, kind of. I guess that's it. Still, I think that with those 4 things, Consider is pretty good. Certainly, like, better than a Jack-o'-lantern, right? Actually, Jack-o'-lantern does have fixing. Right? And exiling stuff from a graveyard is not so bad in this format. I should not turn my nose up at this, I think. I think rather than a third Consider, I'd like to have the option to take a Jack-o'-lantern. Right? I mean, I guess I should think some more now about what's actually going to be in the deck. But if I'm going to try and run these black or green cards, a Jack-o'-lantern would be a really welcome thing to have in my graveyard to fix for them. Right? It's kind of like you invest 2 mana and 0 cards, and you get removing something from their graveyard, and What am I trying to say? And color fixing once, which seems not bad. Yeah, it would help a lot with running these, I think. What am I cutting if I want to run all that stuff? Because I do have a few too many cards right now. I think Startle is fine. I really don't like the Silver Bolt that much. It's nice removal, but it's so expensive, and we're trying to like do cheaper stuff. I don't think we need like all of this draw. Like I could toss out the Electric Revelation, at least one. Nableghast Intruder, I don't know. It's nice to have some way to do damage. I think Burn the Accursed is too expensive. And now we're like back down in the realm of being reasonable. Yeah, I'll throw in a Jack-o'-lantern. If I just put in like one swamp and one forest, I think that's enough to run these guys. Together with the 2 Evolving Wilds. And now a Jack-o'-lantern. Another Observer? I think that's okay. What about an Elementalist? I mean, I do have several instants. I don't have anything that costs 4. Okay. Any instants or sorceries I'm really excited to get back? I mean, kind of, no. Because a lot of them, like, you want to cast them again from the graveyard anyway. Like, play with fire, sure. Flip the switch, maybe. Although if they know they have it, if they know you have it, it's not as good. Have I, like, cut any... Where's my sideboard? Have I cut any really good... I don't know, Devious Cover-Up or something? You know, a big spell you could get back? Not really. Like, this is clearly the deck that wants Ardent Elementalist, but I still don't... I don't think I've quite built it that way. Getting back to Consider would be nice, I guess. But it's just so expensive. Give me another 2-drop. Geistwave? Okay, that's a nice tempo play. I think I would happily run that. Oh. So, have we gotten enough to run an Ominous Roost yet? I don't think so. We have like 1 Secrets of the Key. And then we still have the 2... Oh, now there's... Okay, we have Malevolent Hermit. That's another, I guess. I'll even cut 1 Revelation. So I still think the Roost is not very good. Whereas Geistwave should be totally fine. Bounce things and maybe draw a card? Sure. Another Secrets of the Key? I can't say no. I mean, we're going to have to say no to something eventually. I don't think I want a Flash Flyer. You know, whatever. I already have several of them if I want to put them in. Otherworldly Gaze is a no thanks. I mean, I wouldn't mind running it. I just don't have room. I've got other cards I want to play. Okay, fine. Considered can come in. We'll probably end up having to cut it. I don't think we got there really in terms of having a bunch of spell synergy. Okay, it did put 1 swamp and 1 forest. That's nice. The Nableghast Intruder, I'm like, it doesn't synergize at all with the deck, but it's flying damage, right? I do need a way to kill them eventually. Maybe that's just a bunch of Festival Crashers now that I think about it. I don't think we really need 3 Unblinking Observers. The Startle still, I think, should be okay. But we don't really need all these Considers and Secrets of the Key, I think. Yeah, I just don't have actually that. Give me back a Secrets of the Key. I don't want like any of these Unblinking Observers. They look good in principle, but I just don't have enough. I don't need that much mana, I think, right? Maybe I do because I'm trying to draw cards a bunch. I don't know, this seems like a pretty questionable deck. But I always feel that way when I play a red-blue thing, and sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes it's still bad. Oh, thank goodness. If I didn't know about the Industrial Caldaya, I don't know how I could play Magic at all. Thank you for telling me this. It's the lowest level of New Capenna. Resembles a dragon's lair combined with industrial elements. Mind you, if I wanted to read this, I couldn't because of, like, I mean, I can, but it's just like, oh yeah, of course, white text on a white background. Like, why bother figuring out contrast for these stupid tips? I'm not even going to read this one out loud. I'm going to tab out. Oh, I guess I could pause the video, right? No, we found an opponent. You can emote during a draft. Is that what you were just telling me? Inland Muggle. I like that. Okay, I mean, I have Festival Crashers. I actually have a Swamp to play the Graveyard Trespasser with on 3. That's kind of insane. Although, obviously, it's not so hot. Well, I don't know. It is pretty hot. When there's nothing in the graveyard, I was about to say. Okay, can I do anything cute to that? Yeah, I mean, I could consider, right? But that doesn't even matter. I'm still winning this combat. So they're going to attack with this and then make me sacrifice something, right? But it can't block, so I should just ignore it. Yeah, okay. So we'll just play the Graveyard Trespasser, even though it doesn't kill anything yet. Or it doesn't exile anything. Nope. Oh, it's night. I guess I don't really care about that, huh? Well, I guess I just attack and play more Festival Crashers and keep open some stuff for later. Yep, that seems like the right tap. I am a little tempted to kill this thing and then use Geist Wave to bounce my Festival Crashers, or whatever they attach it to, before it has a chance to trigger. I think that would be fun. Yeah, it returns immediately. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Stop in their end. Oh, wow, they're discarding a card for this privilege? What did they discard? An island, okay. That resolves. Yeah, that resolves too. Oh, I'll take the stop out, please. Exile target cards, so they can be anything. I can attack first, right? I don't see any harm in that. could consider here. I think that's probably fine. Get in 4 damage from consider. I'll keep it. Oh, I guess, I don't know. I got in 4 damage, but I gave up on nighttime. I think that's fine. I mean, I don't know, I could wait an Electric Revelation instead of doing any of this, but I want to get something down that applies more beatdown. Even if it does make it day, I think that's fine. For each, oh, creature. So they only, I can exile anything, but only creatures do damage. Noted. Yeah, I guess I do this and leave a counterspell up. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have even played this Wilds because I want Electric Revelation to have something to discard, but I think I want to do this. How did my graveyard thing get exiled? Oh, Diagraph Horde, okay. No thanks. Alright, well that went okay. I even was going to be able to fish up some green. Not that I needed it. Geistwave was insane. That game. It like 3 for 1 them, right? One of those cards was like a land, but... Right? They had to discard to target my 4/4. Then I bounced the 4/4, so I got to keep it. And so the spell they used was wasted. The creature that tried to attach with it was wasted. And also I drew a card. So, solid value there. You can... And then, like, it's just white text. Like if I look real close, I can see it says bluff, but it's hard. I heard on a podcast recently that Wizards of the Coast makes up like half of all of Hasbro's profits or something like that. I was not aware it was so much. And I think technically it's mostly Magic the Gathering and D&D, mostly Magic the Gathering. But I think technically Hasbro assigned Wizards of the Coast like all of their online IP. So I think like online Monopoly sales probably get counted under Wizards as well. Oh, okay. I can investigate because I don't have anything. No, I do have something better to do on 2. I have Festival Crasher. All right. A second Festival Crasher. So far, so good. Yeah, we're curving out beautifully. So I imagine we're playing the Archivist here. Well, I could play with fire. This turns into a 3/3, so it could get out of reach of play with fire in principle. But yeah, let's just Let's just keep the tempo. And stop them from gaining any mana. I don't think they would be willing to attack with that into a Festival Crasher, but if I didn't use Play with Fire, I was playing Archivist, which they would have been happy to. Oh, that's really slow. Also, it's a red-blue card? What is it doing in red, green, white? I mean, I'm sure it's okay, but... Well, you know, so I can use Secrets of the Key now to make more clue tokens. Or I could use my existing clue token, or I could just, like, loot. I kind of like having this as a combat trick. Obviously, it's not a combat trick, but with Festival Crashers, it is, right? Shouldn't have played an island. I didn't think of this. Okay, I should have kept the island in hand and then discarded it and played Evolving Wilds when this is what I drew. Then I could have more mana next turn and also another color already, in case that matters. Oh. Okay, it's also a draw engine. I forgot about the second bit of that text. Not doing anything today, though, so... How do you like them apples? I mean, I could attack for 9. That seems pretty good. I guess I also could have activated this to just... Oh no, this isn't the one that lets you draw. What? I have one that does that, don't I? I don't remember what it is now. It costs 4 mana and draws a card. 3 and a blue. It's a blue creature. I don't remember, though. Alright, I mean, good luck. Yeah, you can do that. You could play it. It was a legal thing to do. Oh well. I gotta go look at the deck. What the heck is the creature I'm thinking of? Maybe I didn't draft it? I guess I didn't. What the heck? In Midnight Hunt, mana, blue, type, creature, text, draw a card. Ah, Triskaidekaphile. Yes, the very first pack we looked at had this, and I didn't take it. Sure. And then later, when I saw Overwhelmed Archivist, I saw the 3 and a blue written on it, and I assumed it said draw a card, but it doesn't. Okay, yes, discard changes. Hello? Oh my god, no. Take me back. I didn't mean to go all the way back. I just wanted to stop looking at my deck. Anyway, 2 and 0. Dansai? Okay. Secrets of the Key into Thermo Alchemist is pretty solid. We could flip the order to greed out like 1 more damage, but I think that's crazy. Actually, maybe it's not. Because I have so many other things that want to be triggered by this, right? Yeah, I think Secrets of the Key... It's going to be a long time before I actually use the Investigate tokens. And I can afford to wait to get more value out of this card. I think we play the Alchemist before the Festival Crasher, but I suppose it depends. Huh. Alchemist is kind of perfect against this, huh? Because it just like comfortably blocks it, and they don't get to turn their thing into a strangling grasp. If they combat trick it, then like, oh well, I guess. Bonk. Now is a good time for an Evolving Wilds. Isn't it? Yeah, because I can play Festival Crasher and pick up a black or a green or something. Although, I mean, what about... I guess I can wait. Play a more powerful creature instead. Thinking about a counterspell, surely. It is kind of like a tough decision, I think. Why is... I mean, yes, I could do something here, but there's no reason to do it right now. Okay, that's not too bad. If I'd played a 2-mana spell, I don't think they would have countered it. We got the best value we were going to, I think. I don't know, maybe they would have countered the Festival Crashers, but I'm not unhappy with what happened there. Okay. I think I still don't necessarily need to play my tap land, because I can find a use for 4 mana here, right? Play Festival Crashers, Jack-o'-lantern, activate Jack-o'-lantern. I think that's fine. Or maybe don't activate Jack-o'-lantern. Maybe use Secrets of the Key, since I've got all my... No, I want to do that when I'm attacking, right? I mean, I'm not thrilled to exile Dissipate, so maybe this was a kind of questionable play. Yeah, I think that's true. Probably should have not played the Jack-o'-lantern. I want to exile something that they could use again. Anyway, another advantage of holding on to Evolving Wilds is in case I happen to draw a swamp or something in the meantime, I can spend the Evolving Wilds for a forest. If I use it early, I don't know necessarily what color I'm going to need first. Although, since I have the Jack-o'-lantern, it doesn't really matter that much. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to admit that I made a mistake and should have played the Evolving Wilds. Not spend this, not use the Secrets of... I mean, Secrets of the Key isn't really getting much better, I guess. Because this being a 3/3 doesn't even really matter. So we'll use the Secrets of the Key. Okay. Well, I want this to give me a forest. What else do I want? Nothing much, I guess. I don't see any particular need to use either of these at the moment. Hold open Geistwave and Secrets of the Key again. This thing is a bit of a problem, but not for very long. I mean, like, it can hit me for 3. I don't even care that much. I don't have a way to do anything much to it other than that anyway at the moment. Come on in. I guess I could use up a clue token instead, but then I would be wasting some mana, right? So I think we just spend this. Okay, wait, what are you flipping the switch on? Secrets of the Key. Okay. Well, I'm certainly not paying 4. Which resolves... Yeah, the order this stuff all happens in doesn't really matter, right? Let's just crack this now for green. Not really ready to use this. They still don't have anything I need to exile with the Jack-o'-lantern.
Innistrād's ancient magic may be our only hope. There are no lone wolves here.
Okay, and we remain patient. Certainly if they had swung everything at Arlen, they could kill it, but that's a pretty dangerous thing for them to do. It's too much of a commitment, so they have to figure out something else a little smarter. I'm not sure what that is. No, really? Wait. So you sacrificed your Strangler. You're strangling this and stealing my Festival Crasher. I see. Okay. I can't play Geistwave. I'm a mana short. So we let this all happen. But I can take this back later. And they still don't have a great way to kill Arlen? Yeah, that seems reasonable. 1? What? This can still block. What the hell do they have for 1 mana? Mana, black, mana value 1. I mean... Rotten Reunion? Nothing that matters. Wait a minute, what does this do? At the beginning of their upkeep. I see. So I can still bounce it if I want, but I'd rather have this one back, I think.
Wait for the perfect moment to strike.
So what am I supposed to do with this? Sacrificing a non-land permanent. Like, I'm pretty sure I just have to give up the Alchemist. I could bounce it, but then I lose this thing to them permanently. I think trading control of this is better than keeping a creature that, like, does 1 damage per turn. Maybe not. Who cares about this? Well, the problem is they don't have much board control at the moment. This could get out of hand. Okay, anyway, so... Next. No attacks. End turn. This resolves. I haven't had a chance to use any of my clue tokens, so I don't really mind that they stopped me from making 2 more. Yeah, we pass. Alright, so give me this back, please. Thanks. And now, if you don't mind, I'll play it. Got him. I assume we're cracking open a clue token here, finally. Sure, nothing to do about that. Oh, you should have activated this immediately, right? Oh, but they want to make it day, I guess. Okay. So this resolves. And I don't need to use the jack-o'-lantern at the moment. I can do it on my turn. This is a more efficient use of mana. I assume they're going to tap Arlen? No, because it's going to be day again. They don't care that much about Arlen. That's fine. So let's spend green on this. This is opponent's graveyard, right? Yes. Goodbye. Okay. Great. So let's get a mountain down there. Turn it back to night. Although, I mean, they're going to get to tap something.
Patience, my kin.
How important is it for me to turn it into night? Like, kind of great, right? It's going to be tough for them to turn it back today anytime soon. And if they get to tap one of my things, who cares? I maybe shouldn't have even played that land because I have this guy, right? Anyway, no attacks. Now I don't even need the jack-o'-lantern for fixing anymore. I have all the colors I could ever need, so this is just going to sit here kind of being useless, but maybe it'll tempt them to destroy it at some point. Okay. Oh, this is already tapped. Why is this already tapped? Oh, because they tapped it at the beginning of my upkeep. After I untapped, right. So I have 6 mana, plenty to play both of these. Ooh, what did you sack, by the way? It was a zombie token, right? Not much I can do about that. Go ahead. Pretty sure I just double block here and they kill the 2/2. Okay, and let's get this guy down as well. Is that how I want to tap? Yes. Red is the best color. In case I draw, like, play with fire. Oh, no. Turns out blue was the best color. I mean, it's not the end of the world to have a consider in hand at the moment. So now it's going to stay knight, which is great. Although, actually attacking with this doesn't do anything, right? They don't know that, though. Okay, this might have been a mistake. I think we just attack with all of this. Sure, this too, why not? And we hope the Consider comes up with something cute. But meanwhile, we're putting a lot of pressure on them. They could block Arlen and be guaranteed that, like, it actually soaks up 5 damage and doesn't die. Well, not guaranteed if I have a trick, right? But instant? Oh well. Well worth it for all the damage. Wait, did I get to loot for this? Oh no, it only right. It's not a werewolf; it's a spirit. Anyway, I don't think I need any of these. Can't hurt though. Oh, now you can kill Arlen, but if you do, you're losing this. I think that's pretty scary. Yeah. Tough. I have 4 lethal creatures. Okay. I almost didn't go with that big attack. It didn't occur to me, like, to think about their life total. I was thinking about how do I get rid of this 7/6 without, like, losing one of my own creatures. Or, well, I mean, like, I'd be fine trading with it, but I was like, oh, maybe Consider can give me a trick that would let me, like, actually trade with it if I play, like, another instant. And then I realized, like, well, if I'm, I don't know, there's not a lot of great blocks for them if I just attack with everything, and that puts them under life pressure. Sure. Incredible. Stupendous. Grab a forest, play the mountain. You have the alchemist into, like, the intruder or something. Blue-black. So this can't be blocked. What is it important for me to do next? Do I get down a Festival Crashers? I think the Alchemist is like a Festival Crashers but better because it gets damage in against the opponent without having to attack. And this, neither of them really kills anything. This thing's like a problem for sure, don't get me wrong. Now, I don't think we really want the intruder very badly right now. And I also don't want to make it night. So we'll just play this guy. Even though it's not clear what I want to loot away. Hopefully I hit a land soonish. Okay, great. Now it is clear what I want to get rid of. Do I allow them to kill this? I don't know. Oh, they don't want to kill it. It's a little unusual. Usually players do. I mean, they're getting great, like, filtering here. Which is not ideal for me. Oh, I see. They didn't attack with this because I could always choose not to kill it. But if I attack with this, they definitely get the kill. Sure, that makes sense. Pretty sure we just play Arlen and make the wolves, right? And I guess I'm going to attack and let... Oh, they didn't have a... All this filtering and they couldn't find a third land? That's a bit of a shocker. Maybe I shouldn't have given them a draw.
We must put an end to the violence. Gather, my children.
Oh, shit. Now the stowaway can attack Arlen. Okay, here's hoping they don't do that. Or, I mean, it might even be right for them not to. Maybe they want to do more filtering? Okay, they killed Arlen. But I got a bunch of 2/2s out of it. It's not the end of the world. So Geist Wave on this is pretty good. Thermo Alchemist is good. But it would be nice to wait to Geist Wave until Thermo Alchemist were activatable. So maybe we play this guy first. Well, I'll attack, right? Flash in this later. And then Geist Wave after that. Probably stop playing lands, by the way. What is this? Well, that's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm behind at the moment. No filtering for you. Oof. What if I had the Festival Crasher down when I play some more combat tricks, though? Right? Like, say I just attack with this. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Oh, you know what? I could have played the Jack-o'-lantern last turn. Don't know what I was thinking. Obviously, I don't need the 1 mana. That was just a blunder. Hopefully it won't cost me too much. Okay. Okay, this is something I'd be reasonably happy to dump off of the Archivist coming back into play? Yeah, of course. I don't need another black because I have a Jack-o'-lantern, and I don't really want another land. So, sadly, I think I can only really attack with these two. Good tap. Oh, yes, of course. A lot of activity happening right now. Yes, go to damage. And then play this son of a gun, right? Yeah. I can even play the Jack-o'-lantern as well. Because I don't really have another way to discard this mountain. Oh, I could have left the blue open and then have Consider available? That hadn't occurred to me. Still, it's fine to play the Jack-o'-lantern instead, I think. Okay, yeah, that'll kill me eventually. Not that fast, though. Yeah, go on in. I mean, it's still a close game. I don't know that I could say who's winning. I have a slight hope it might be me. I see why they were willing to trade away their larder zombie. I might have kept that for stowaway triggers. But okay, maybe you want to play it for siege zombie triggers. Sure. I don't think I can really attack with this. Like, yes, I could startle their blocker. I don't even mind losing it. But the problem is if they block with this, I startle it and I don't even get anywhere, right? So I think it's more useful to have this as a blocker. You gonna go in for that again, huh? Again, yes. It's gonna stop, but I should put on full control just in case here. Activate. Resolve. Great. Perfectly happy to have it. Okay, sure. I don't really care about that. I just milled them, right? So, no, they milled themselves. Okay, they milled a sea zombie. So now we're attacking for 5. It could be 7. I think that would be fine. But again, trigger this first. Alright, it's definitely still daytime. But I think we're well in the driver's seat now. Well, I mean, I don't know. They can go fish for the best card in their deck. It better be pretty good. Oh, that is not it. Whenever another enchanted creature dies... Okay, so Geistwave would do something about that if it ever became an issue, but apparently it's not. I love red-blue. I wish I were better at it. Sometimes it works out well, like it's so far doing here, but often it doesn't. Just like all of my decks. Dodoria. 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 I wish I had a little more mana, but this is fine. Plenty of good playables. First time even seeing this card, I think. Swamp, best card in the deck? Alright. I mean, I don't know. I don't need the black right now, but if I'm gonna draw a land, I guess that's the one I want it to be. Well, this is certainly a better blocker against the Voldaren Stinger next turn than what Hermit is. I do need a third land, like, pretty quick, though. Okay, that's fine. Early enough. Do I pass here? Flash in the Beguiler? Or Intruder? Because I don't really want to play the Hermit. I don't really want to play this. I want them to overcommit by attacking with this and then pumping it, and then I kill it. A very suspicious block, I know. But once they attacked, they were sort of committed, so... let's see what we get out of this first. Certainly don't need both Geist Waves. Would love more lands. Another one. Okay. That I have a harder time dealing with. I mean, I just, like, don't block it, basically, I guess. I asked for a swamp a little while ago. Here we are. I could discard it to Revelation, I guess. Decide I don't want more lands after all. We are just about at that point. Attack with all, though. I don't mind trading one of these creatures for their 1/1, honestly. If it gets me some more damage and lets me bring in a disturbed creature. Stolen Vitality. Okay. That went okay. And I will... will I play this? I think probably not. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing to discard my only swamp. It makes the, yeah, I guess I'll play it. Makes the Evolving Wilds plan not as amazing. Oh, yeah, that's true. I could discard the Hermit and then just get the flyer version of it for free without having to go through it being like... I mean, the 2-mana phase of it is perfectly fine. It's a lovely card. Okay. But discarding this is not as expensive as discarding most cards, so... Ah, I have a bunch of instants, but I can't play both of these because I don't have 2 blue. I could play this and one of these, though, and that's good enough. So I'll attack with these 2. They're not making me do anything, so I might just be happy to play 2 creatures here and pass. This seems pretty overwhelming. Burn down the house, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't have played all this. Okay, they don't have burn down the house, so I win. There's way too much damage coming in. What? Who do you think you are? You have exponential growth for, ×4 for 2 mana? Did you... What? Okay, maybe they're just getting their daily quest for number of attacks in. Wow, I even got this guy, huh? I'm kind of shocked they haven't had a chance to replay the Voldaren Stinger yet. I'm not sure what happened there. This is lethal, so I won't mess with it. Your turn to do something. Cathartic Pyre, okay. It resolves, and now that you are out of mana, I'll go ahead and get my dailies done. Yeah, I hadn't really thought about how Electric Revelation interacts with Disturb or Flashback cards, right? Discarding a card is not as big a drawback in this set as it is in others. So I guess that's one reason why the card is useful in the deck. Is there any chance I want 2 of them? I don't think so. Like, I could cut, a Consider... But Consider is also good in this set because of the graveyard synergies. I could cut a Geistwave, but I think I like having 2 of them. Startle's not great, but sometimes it is. Like, I don't know. There was something in here I felt like I could maybe get rid of, but I've already forgotten what it was. Oh, right, I could cut 1 Secrets of the Key, but I think having a really cheap combat tricks is important. Also, should I be running like 8-5 instead of 7-6? We were a little bit island starved last game, and I don't think we would ever be mountain starved. Because I have like really cheap blue spells, and blue cards that you can cast multiple times, and blue cards that make you spend blue mana on them. But I don't think that's enough red sources. I do want to be able to play my red stuff when in the early game. So I think I'll stick with 7-6. Even though it's a little bit precarious on occasion. Gilgorm. I don't know what this refers to. I guess I have to use this for blue? Even though I have my only black card in hand? Because I want to play... I don't know. Maybe it's worth missing out on a 2-drop to get this down. It probably is. Yeah, let's take a swamp. Oh, mulligan. You know, if I never hit an island, it'll be pretty embarrassing, but I don't think the odds of that are that high. All the way to the left, please. There it is. Swamperoni. I thought this was an Evolving Wilds. There we go. There's my blue. So I missed it for one turn. Not too bad. Is there any reason I should exile this? No. I don't know what I want to draw. Island looks sort of nice because it lets me play Hermit and keep open a counterspell / Geist Wave. Alright, that's fine. Okay, play with fire is pretty good. Well, might as well not tell them about the green. I don't know, there could be some universe, like if I... No, I don't think there's any universe where I need green next turn, and that I can't just play it on that turn. We can always bounce this later to clear off a counter. Unless its controller pays 3. I mean, I could also just sack it to like 2 for 1 myself against this thing, but that feels pretty bad. I don't think that's right. Like, trade it and then also play with fire is what I'm proposing, but I don't think it's very good. They already got their value out of it, sadly, but... Actually, bouncing this just lets them make this a 2/2, which I guess is not horrible. Really not liking all these lands. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm not bouncing that thing. I'm bouncing this one. Even better would be if I waited for them to pay 3 to exile it, I guess. I don't think they're going to do that right now, though. I could just counter it with the Hermit, I guess? Is that good? I think so. I don't think you can pay 3, can you? Just that one. Okay, so they have some combat trick in mind to block this with. Good thing I have Startle. Or Geist Wave if they play something that's somehow unbeatable. Gets +2/+2, so that would make it a 5/5. Sure, I mean, I can startle it and make it a 3/5 and they just bounce? I guess that's okay. Could I draw my Play with Fire again? That would be a nice top deck. Let's see. What mana do I want to spend here? I guess blue-red is... yeah, that makes sense. Not thrilled about making it daytime, but it's not a huge problem. I guess I could have held this back and then like done that combat on their turn instead of mine to keep it nighttime. But then I would have missed out on, well, I don't know. That would have been better actually, because then they wouldn't have gotten to use their 2 mana, right? I knew they had a combat trick and they had 2 mana open. I could have made that 2 mana go to waste by not attacking. And then they would have to spend their own mana instead of mana that was just sort of sitting there for anybody for free. Yeah, that's a mistake. I mean, I can attack with this. I don't see any compelling reason not to. It looks likely to get in 2 damage, and if they trade a 1/1 for it, that's fine too. Didn't I just exile this stuff? Okay. Oh, I exiled these 2, I guess. I don't think it much matters. They're not going to be able to replay either of these. Do I have any creatures I want to exile? No. That one, then. I mean, I think I should keep playing lands. If I ever draw, like, Secrets of the Key, I can suddenly spend a ton of mana all at once. And I don't have a lot of discard source or outlets, I guess you would say. I think we're still ahead here, but it's pretty close. Manual tapping. What's the deal here? They want to keep specifically green open. No. Undo. No plays. Okay. I mean, I could Geist Wave this if I were worried about damage. But I'd rather do that at the end of turn. I'll try this block. If they have some trick, I think it's fine to Geist Wave or something and as a reaction. Okay. Sure. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, they can't play it, though. They're short mana. Great. Perfect time. Perfect timing. Ah, there's another Discord outlet I forgot about. I'm a little, like, torn. Should I play this on my turn? It makes it daytime? Or keeps it daytime, whereas if I just attacked, I could make it night? But I don't think that's going to matter very long. Right, there's not many turns left, and I might get something useful I can play here. Like Arlen, yeah, that's a pretty good one. Wow, okay. That's, yeah, we must be getting near the end of the game if they're making plays like this.
I will not let my pack fall prey to... Run wild. Run free.
This is obviously stupendous. What was it that made me gain life a second ago? It was this thing, right. They have a farmer in there now. And, yeah, plenty of creatures. X is 4. It's a 4-4. Okay. That resolves. I think I'm going to bounce it, probably. Oh, that's nice. Good for you. Okay, what are we supposed to do here? This already represents like 3 damage, right? If I attack, I get 1 more. But that's it. They don't have to let any damage in. Ah, what if I Geist Wave one of their things? Then they have to let something in, and I still get the 3 or 4 damage. Yes, that's what we do. They're tapped out, so this is guaranteed to work. I don't think it really matters what I do here. GG. And we had 1 more damage to spare if we needed it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Splashing all that stuff definitely paid off that game, right? I got my only forest, my only swamp, my only black card, and my only green card in play. Great? Insane? I don't know. It's good. I've definitely had better opening hands than this, but it's a good one. Oh, couldn't have had that last hand? Still, it'll be fine next turn. I can't see myself needing red next turn, so yeah. Do this, and then I think... Yeah, the Thermal Alchemist for sure, because these are not getting in any damage anytime soon. I'm not playing any instance just yet. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, I know what color to pick up. Green, black so far. What is this? 3 mana. It makes a token. And then they have a 6 mana Coven ability. Okay. All the way on the right? Nope. Left. I forgot which side is which. Not bad. It's a 1 mana spell. So attacking with this doesn't accomplish much, right? It might get some damage in. They might be afraid to block. Actually, if they do block, I can kill it because I have 2 cheap instants I could play. So let's go for that. Sort of a dare. Okay, they accept. Of course, yes. Let's do this first. Okay, now they're going to tap to damage me, right? Take that, you big jerk. Alright. Decent turn. You know, in some sense I, like, quote, wasted these combat tricks killing a 0/4, but they're not combat tricks. They're useful spells that happened as a side effect to kill a 0/4. Attack with both, right? What? Why not? You could have gotten into damage. Oh, you can get into damage anyway with the zombie, I guess? While still having all your blockers? Sure, that makes sense. Hmm. 7 mana to flashbacks. They can't do that anytime soon. Okay. So I'd like to play the Trespasser. But I'd also like to keep open 3 mana for a counter. So maybe I just play nothing. Keeping open counter, startle, and clue? Do I attack with this? No, I want to keep that available as well. Right? Yeah, also I don't have enough instants to actually kill the Shadow Beast anyway. Oh, this doesn't make it night. I was thinking this would make it night. Which would be slightly better for me, but there is no night or day yet. Boy, my opponent has really tall ears. I imagine they're supposed to be horns, but it's sort of hard to tell. Okay. No blocks. It also seems close. What are you? 4 mana, 2/4 with reach that also makes a 1/2 with reach. That we don't appreciate. Yes, of course. I should shoot them. Alright, what color do you want? Just more green. Hermit's not bad. Forest's alright as well. Okay, so now what do I need to keep open for their turn? I mean, ideally I would have some of these available, but I guess it's just Startle. Yeah, Startle plus this. Sure, that makes sense. This is... They don't... Oh no, hit the flashback card first, right? Is there any way they could use it next turn? No. But it's way more important to get rid of this. In case they somehow can't activate this again, I'd rather have gotten rid of that than have dealt 1 damage, I think. I don't know. Maybe I could have attacked with this. Okay, so I got a nice array of 6 lands. Tapped, untapped, tapped, untapped, tapped, untapped. They're all in different piles. You can't merge any of them. They're all unique. Okay. It's a little scary that they're so brave as to attack into me. Right? I'm gonna be a sucker here and like block. They need a fairly sizable combat trick to make this really bad for me. I don't know, maybe I'm not going to be a sucker. Maybe I'm just playing this to reduce the amount of damage I take and then counting on my Graveyard Trespasser and Alchemist to kill him? Not sure. Okay. So it's a 5/5 now, but actually a 3/5. So if I double block, they can kill one of my creatures, but I kill their 4/4. I think that's okay. That 4/4 is kind of a nuisance. This is also a great card, don't get me wrong, but I have plenty of stuff going on. I want the board state to be simpler. Good card. Ooh. Too bad I traded. If I had kept it, I would. If I knew this is on top of my deck, I definitely would not have traded last turn, because this just kills the Shadow Beast for free. I have 6 mana. I can attack with this, but I think I need it more as a blocker, right? So I guess I'll use this and spend 1 clue token and then have like still some useful stuff left over. Well, I guess if I'm doing that, I could have done that on their turn when they attack, right? That was silly. But I wanted to see if I could hit something useful to play this turn. I just think that was a mistake. I shouldn't want that. Yeah, okay, my whole, like, it doesn't really make much sense what I did there. But I guess if I'm doing this, I might as well, like, see if I can hit a land, right? Okay. I mean, I can attack here, but it doesn't really accomplish anything, I think. I'm almost out of win conditions, right? I mean, I guess a flyer or something would do it, and just getting control of the board would do it, maybe? But I don't have the cemetery thing. Arlen would help, I guess. I know the cemetery trespasser. What are you? 5 mana vigilance daybound, okay. I mean, I think I just bounce it for tempo. But I can do that on my turn, I guess. No, I want this mana. I was thinking it would be nice to be able to activate the Festival Crasher is all. I don't think you should do that. You can only tap 3 creatures anyway, even if this bounces, yeah. And you want to have blockers available. If I attack with a 3/3, I don't actually have good trades, right? Because I can't activate both of these. I could bluff something. But all they would have to do is just like block like this and I would be embarrassed. So I don't think I'm going to do that. Plus, it's better to do this stuff when I have 2 Festival Crashers anyway. Still behind, but it's not horrible. I have an empty hand and their board is better, but I have a lot of value in my graveyard. I don't know, is their board better? They have a Siege Zombie, but that's going to take 12 turns to kill me. Well, until they play a bunch more creatures. What I'm more concerned about is this. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. I mean, no? Oh, hang on. They can pay for that, right? Okay, I guess I'll allow it then. I think trading off the Cemetery Trespasser was the biggest mistake I've made this game. Yes, I got lucky that the very next turn I drew a way to kill it. To kill their thing. A different way to kill their thing. But I still think, the ability to exile stuff is really important, and I shouldn't have given it up so lightly. Exile stuff and deal damage and gain life. I don't think I'm going to need double red, actually. I might need triple blue. Okay. That's pretty good, actually. Right, because this is flashback 5 to just pick anything back up. We don't want to allow that kind of thing to happen. Spooky pumpkin. And after all that, I can still play an island, which I think is probably good. Yes, Electric Revelation wants something to discard, but we still have a clue token and a Secrets of the Key to make 2 more. I think I want all the mana I can get. Plus, this turns on the Hermit. Still, I'm not happy about my position. This 4/5 is something I don't have an answer for right now, and now they have this garbage. Yeah, that's really bad, actually. Really? What's in your hand? Huh? You kill whatever you want, man. I'm thrilled to get rid of that. Although, still losing. What would be good draws here? Like maybe Nibblegast Intruder or Beguiler? I think it's an Intruder, right? I don't know what the Beguiler is. Really? Chose to kill one festival. Oh no, a Crasher and a Hermit. Okay. Well, so much for wanting the Nibblegast Beguiler. I have 6 mana. I mean, the 2/2 flyer doesn't do much anymore. Okay. I think I can discard that and still plan to draw a land and play the Hermit. Or just keep Geistwave open. It's not a Hermit anymore, it's something else. Okay. I don't get to play the Benevolent Geist. But I do now have Arlen as a possible win. It's going to have to win real fast, though. $12 cards left. I've drawn 10 more cards than they have, but I'm still losing. My cards have been less impactful for sure. No play. Interesting. I guess I'll consider? Or no attack. I guess it makes sense. They can already do 2 damage per turn with the Sea Zombie. Why upset the apple cart by attacking? That's fine. Well. Arlen could be a bit of an issue for them. It would have to win pretty quickly, I guess. Maybe we can get there. Let's try to keep it nighttime. She's not much good during the day. I don't know, putting 1/1/1 counters on my creatures isn't that bad, I guess. If I could just kill the Sea Zombie, I feel I might actually be ahead right now. But I don't really have a lot of ways to kill stuff. Is Play with Fire still in the deck? It is. Okay, and there's not much deck left. I should hit it pretty soon. I think Geist Waving their thing to say... I don't care about 2 damage to Arlen, do I? Go ahead. I could also double block, I guess. Yeah, that's fine, actually. Let's see what their plan is. I have Geistwave or Secrets of the Key, depending on what they're up to. This gives it +5/+5? Yeah, I guess I forgot they have that option, but that's okay. Because that's what Geistwave is for. And they only get 1 from their Sea Zombie now, not 2. That's nice. Oh, they had a land. Nice. Okay, but they still only get 1 from the Sea Zombie, but they got this replayed, which is valuable, of course. I still think we are losing. We obviously attack with this. What else do we do? Play the Hermit? The fact that they can give their stuff trample is pretty scary. They have 2, 1, 0, and 2. But I can't get rid of any of them, so it doesn't help that much to know. Well, I mean, I guess we attack. I don't think there's much call to attack with this. Nine cards in deck. I kind of want to play a flyer. And I don't think I want to make it day yet, do I? So I think I can just play this guy. And pass. I just have to remember, if I'm going to crack open any clue tokens, I should spend the Evolving Wilds first, but I don't think that's going to come up. But they can make this thing a 7/9, was it? Yeah, I hate this. I guess I could triple block. That wouldn't kill it though, so it seems pretty bad. Yeah, go ahead and attack me, I guess. You gonna kill Arlen or try to kill me? You're pretty close on killing me. Oh, neither. Interesting. I mean, I don't know. Do I really want to thin my deck? I think so. How many lands are here? 5, 10. In the graveyard, 1, 2, 3. That's 13. So there's 4 lands left in the deck. Yeah, I don't want to draw those pieces of junk. Sure. Not exactly the card I was looking for. This is not bad. But I think we attack first. Yeah, that's true. But anytime they're doing that, they're not attacking. So I guess their point is they're just going to mill me out this way. Alright, fair enough. Well, I guess if I'm committed to... Oh, I probably should have done this before combat was over, right? Yeah. I think I can afford to play this. It'll make it daytime, which shortens my timer, but it gives me more creatures. And I don't know that they're really... I mean, I don't know. If they play a spell, I guess it's fine. Let's see what we get. The Flash Flyer is pretty good, huh? Okay, let's dump the Consider then. Oh, I can't play it. I don't have the mana. That's a little sad. It's very sad, actually. Oh, they're not just milling me out, right? They're also killing me with Siege Zombie. I have to win next turn. I do have some chance at that, right? I mean, with the Geist Wave, if they don't play any cards, if I swing with everything, I might get there. Ah, they played a card! A reach creature, even. So, how are we for attackers and blockers? They have 7 blockers. I have 7 attackers, so not exactly a winning combo. But I do have to win this coming turn, unless I like got rid of their Siege Zombie or something. Even then I would have to, right? Because they could activate it now, replay it next turn, and then activate it and I die. So that doesn't work. So I have to get rid of their blockers. I wish I knew what was left in my deck. I also really wish I could play this guy. I think that would make a huge difference. I don't think Ice Wave is that valuable to have to buff this thing. I think it's more valuable to just have all the mana. No, that's not true. Okay. Yuck. I mean, none of this wins, right? And it doesn't really matter which creature I bounce, so I guess I'll just wait until they activate this. I don't know. I guess I needed to do it before blockers, of course. Okay, so we're not getting any damage in. Well, actually, if they block everything, they lose the Siege Zombie. Although that's not going to matter, right? They're going to have so many creatures for a huge crackback. Yeah, if it were still night, I don't know. I think that was worth the gamble, playing all that stuff and hoping it stays nighttime. Or hoping they make it nighttime again. Because I needed all these creatures, and I needed Arlen. With Arlen and this thing being a bit bigger, well, I don't know. It would be closer anyway. Okay. So what's happening here? They're losing all those. Buffs to my thing don't really matter. This trade is going poorly. This trade is fine. This trade's going poorly. So... I can intruder this thing? Oh, I should have activated Arlen to get a counter on this. What an idiot. I wasn't sure what I wanted, but obviously... Well, I don't know. I thought I might have wanted the wolves, but actually I don't. I don't know. Giving them back the sea zombie... It saves my 3-2, but it doesn't win. Why is Geistwave glowing purple? It's not, like, uncounterable, is it? Oh, it is, because of, the Benevolent Geist. Yeah, so I was thinking I might want wolves as blockers, but obviously since they still have the siege zombie, that doesn't really work. Okay, this was a long and close game. Is this the game where I gave up my thing early against... I think it is, right? Yeah. Oh, you know what? If they don't draw another creature, they can only hit me once with the siege zombie. And then I threaten something that looks a bit like lethal, right? Well, I guess I was right to not put a counter on these things, because it got me the 2 wolves that keep me alive from the counterattack. Yeah, it's not a creature! Take that, you sucker! I don't know if I won yet, but that's certainly an improvement on the situation. Oh my god, it's play with fire. Okay. That's pretty good. What do I do with it? Kill this? I think so. Then I might not even have to swing. I mean, I should figure it out. Because it feels like... Okay, well, I have 7 attackers. They have 5 blockers. So they have to let in 2. Okay, obviously we activate Arlen for this ability. And if they let in any 2... and I've shot them in the face with this, they're going to take 4 damage, right? Any other tricks lying around? No? We have a lot of time. Let's just make sure this is right. So if I shoot them, all of my creatures have at least 2 power, and so any 2 who get through... Actually, 3 are getting through. I have 8 attackers. I mean, I could get rid of the sea zombie, and I think that means they take at least 2 more damage. Yeah, let's do this. Now they can't even activate the siege zombie. Because if they do, they tap all their blockers. Oh. Shit! Okay. That was such a bad play. I still win. Because I have 8 attackers, but, boy, what a play, huh? Drawing almost my last card. I forgot about that. Okay. Should have shot that face, which seemed like the obvious play. I was like, oh, I can afford to kill the sea zombie and then have insurance, but no, I could not do that. I just wanted to make it exactsies instead of overkilling by 2, as you can see. Okay, wow. Alright, made some mistakes that game, but came out on top in the end. Good deck. I loved the deck. A lot of fun. You know, plays okay in tempo, plays okay in control. Has a couple good bombs that, you know, as long as you don't just trade them off for random 4/4s, will win you the game. Alright, we'll save this one to celebrate, as we often do. When I remember. How do I hit save deck? Oh, it's up here, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Huh. Well, there's my top end, a 4-drop. But really, like, my top end was 1-drops. Secrets of the Key is so expensive. Any of these cards really suck? The Hermit wasn't that great. He did okay. I feel like I only cast Fading Hope once or twice, but it was pretty alright. Jack-o'-lantern I don't regret. Startle, meh. The Intruder worked really well once and was okay after that. Huh. Okay, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.